made you a garland of iris and daffodil, but I can't disarm it, the fear that I'll lose you still. I'm so jealous in love, I'm so jealous, love, I've got jealous, love. You're everything I want, it's bittersweet, it's heaven in my mind. All of you won't leave, I know you're always mine.
Hello, I'm Brody,
And I'm Grant.
and we are Babylon
Babylon King.
King. And we just released an album called
Payment to the Afterlife.
or
PTTA.
which is an album that features 13 original songs about Greek myth.
It's really good, and we hope you really liked it. What you just heard a moment ago was a little bit of a snippet from song number 2, Jealous
Jealous
Love.
Love. So you're probably wondering, what is Jealous Love about? And the answer is not clear. So that's why we're going to explain it. Jealous Love is about two gay love stories, both featuring Greek gods
Yes,
and mortals.
Greek gods and mortals, they love
Yeah, they do.
each other.
They love each other, and the biggest thing about a god loving a mortal is that the mortal always dies.
Every time.
They never live.
And not like a cute death, not like old
No.
age and like togetherness. It's more like
Painful,
yeah,
excruciating death,
embarrassing, if you will.
unfortunately. So that's where Jealous Love comes in, which the
Yeah.
first story of Jealous Love is about the god Dionysus and Ampelos, who is a satyr.
And the second story is about Apollo and Hyacinth.
So Dionysus is the god of wine, pleasure, dance, basically fun. And one day he sees Ampelos, the satyr, who is the most beautiful, handsome, gorgeous satyr he's ever seen. This is not Mr. Tumnus. This
No, these are like nice goat legs.
These are like perfectly manicured goat legs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Dionysus liked. So he and Ampelos, they fall in love. They are boyfriend to boyfriend. And of course, say it with me, Dionysus becomes the obsessive boyfriend archetype. So he gets jealous whenever Ampelos talks to anyone, dances with anyone, drinks with anyone. So much to the point that he literally cannot live without him, it seems, until one day he must, because Ampelos gets a little too cocky.
Yeah.
No pun intended. He ends up saying, I am the best at competitions, at winning contests, because of course, gay men in Greek myth always do contests.
Contests.
And so Ampelos, he gets on this bull because he says, I can ride that bull. And one of the Greek gods, not Dionysus, hears this and is like, oh, he thinks he's better than us. So she ends up sending a fly to sting the bull. The bull bucks Ampelos off and ends up impaling him, hence the name Ampelos. So Dionysus is obviously very upset, very sad about the death of his
So
lover.
sad.
And he does the natural thing that we all do. He turns Ampelos into a grapevine.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to be able to just turn anyone into a grapevine upon their death. But I am not a god, so personally I don't do that. But it's really relatable.
Yeah.
Nonetheless. Now, the second story about Apollo and Hyacinth, and similarly, we'll get there. So, Apollo loves this beautiful, beautiful mortal man. He's from Sparta because all the hot mortal men are from Sparta, I guess.
Notice that we are saying men, not
Men.
satyrs.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, he's a person, not a satyr. No goat legs here, guys. And there's also this other god, the West Wind, Boreas, and he's like, wow, I also want a piece of that. And so they try and get him in their own ways with their own wiles. And eventually Apollo is out on a date with our young Hyacinth, and so they have a competition. And they start throwing some discus into the direction of wherever, away from the beach, if you will. And Boreas is like, "Wow, it's clear that I have lost this. I'm never going to be with that young man." So I should just blow the discus into him, and Hyacinth is killed by an Apollo discus.
Because if you can't have him, kill
Kill
him.
him.
Yeah.
I've always said that. I've never said that.
You've always
I
said
would
that.
never say that. I am a very kind person.
He is anti-kill the person you can't be with.
Yeah, I am against that. It just seems like one step too far. Anyway, the step that is not too far is when Apollo is really sad. He goes over to Hyacinth and he turns him into a flower, the hyacinth, which is like a sickly sweet reminder of his blood. So that's really cute.
Yeah, that's actually a lyric in our song,
Yeah, it is.
which we started writing. Well, I sent Grant a voice memo in December of 2023. It was the first song that we actually collabed with each other on.
Yeah.
And so I sent him, honestly, probably the first like 3 sections of the song. I sent him the verse, the pre-chorus, the chorus, and I said, this is something. It's about Dionysus and Impelos. It's gay. I'm sure we could do something with it.
And I was like, wow, there's another story kind of similar to this that I was going to write about. And I have no notes on this song. Like, jealous and love, absolutely. Let's run with that. So, what if I just wrote another one right over it? Maybe that'll work. So, I sent what I had put together back to Brody, and we liked it. And then I was like, now watch this. And then I played his voice memo and I sang the other part right over it, which is the final chorus, and we thought that was great. So this was the third song on the album that was written, but it was the first one we did together. And so it was also the first one that we released.
Yeah, and it took multiple months to finish.
Many months.
We started with those lyrics, the basic chords and the melodies, and then we went in to the digital workstation and started on some drums, which are one of my favorite parts of this song. They come back with each section of the song and each story, and at the end, if you listen, you can hear that the drums all combine.
Yeah, so the part that plays during the chorus that says jealous love combines with the part that plays during the chorus that says I would leave the sky and burn the lyre, and they just overlap, and just the way that the words overlap, they work together.
It's a very cinematic experience, this song is, and we wanted it to feel like cinema. So when I was writing the melodies for Dionysus, it was very character piece-esque, very drunk and in love, but also in grief, drinking a lot of wine, having those running notes feel very lilty and that was probably one of my favorites with writing these lyrics and these melodies.
Yeah, and one thing that was really important to us when writing this song and also the entire album was having really good queer stories to put into the tales of Greek myth, because Greek myth is very like patriarchy centric, does not really focus on stories of people that we find interesting, and is always told from the stories of essentially just like the men. And we thought, why don't we put in there a story that's gay but also is honest? Like, the gays get jealous. They really do.
We've all been there.
Yeah, and usually they don't resort to murder.
And if you do, please go talk to someone.
get
Talk
that
to your
checked out.
mom. Talk to your friends while listening to this
Maybe
song if you
maybe a
want.
therapist.
Talk to us. Listen to this
Maybe
song.
a therapist. And yeah, it was a really characteristic song for the album, and we really liked it, and we put it out first, and then we finished the album, and we kind of thought we could do better.
Yeah, let's do it again.
So we redid it, and some of the vocals are redone, some of the instruments are changed, and that is why there is a single version and also an album version, and that's the only single/song that has that experience where there's 2 different released versions. But it was really important to us that we redo it so that it fit with the entirety of the album, and we felt like we had done it right.
That's our episode on Jealous Love. We are
Babylon King.
You can find us on socials at Instagram or TikTok, babylon.king with 2 G's. You can find us on YouTube, as well as any streaming platforms such as Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, etc., etc. Until next time, bye. Babylon King, bye.
Oh, I didn't know what we were doing there. I thought we had one.